Hey you guys, what's going on? It's your girl Queen Motivation. I'm coming through just to drop a quick video. Try not to take too much of your time, but before I do, let me first state that I do not own any copyrights of the music that you hear in the background. This music is just a mood elevation, just to enlighten the mood and to give the background some kind of noise where it's just not too quiet. But with that being said, again, I do not own any copyrights to the music you hear in the background. Now listen, y'all. It's been a rough roller coaster for a lot of people. And I know a lot of people are trying to find themselves spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. But I want to say that in the midst of you finding yourself, I'm hoping that you are finding yourself to be as delightful as you need to be for your own existence. The purpose of this video is to let you know that you are not living your life for any other person that you are surrounded with. A lot of us have been so accustomed to being people pleasers that we really believe in our spirit that we have to please each and every person that comes into our life, and we don't know how to live our own life. I want to encourage somebody to go out there and live the life that's destined to you. I have lived my life in the shadow of so many people, and it's not because I felt like I had to. It's because I was afraid to live my own life, because I have a past that made me feel as if I would never be accepted or loved or appreciated. I had to get that out of my head, and I had to understand that the people who didn't love nor appreciate me nor accepted me were the people who were not supposed to be in my life. It took me a long time to get to that mindset where I had to realize that everybody that's in your circle does not belong in your circle. And it is okay to be without a million of people. We do not need an entourage just to know that we are loved. Sometimes the many few people that we have in our life, the 4, 5, or 6 people that we have in our circle, is all the people that we need. But a lot of us are so destined to have a lot of people just to feel like we matter. You do not need 1,000 people to feel like you matter. Sometimes the only person that you need the most is yourself. So this video is just to enlighten somebody and let them know that you don't need to set a table out for everybody to eat, because everybody cannot eat at your table. You have to set the table out to where you enjoy your first meal. Your first meal has to be proportioned for those who deserve your meal. Everybody could be in your kitchen, but everybody that's in your kitchen is not serving a meal that is for everybody. And when I say serving that meal, you got a lot of people that have absolutely nothing to do with the process and the progress and the steps that you are taking, but you trying to bring them along. I had to learn that it is okay to fall back from a lot of people. It is okay to set your standards higher. A lot of people who try to knock your standards are the people who don't have standards within themselves. A lot of people that try to come for your boundaries are the people who don't have boundaries themselves. You do not have to fall in line with the people that you are disconnected from. Some of us feel like we have to be connected to a lot of people. But I'm telling you, you do not have to be connected to a lot of people. A lot of us feel like we got to be connected to certain individuals because they are family. But again, we don't have to stay connected to those just because we are related to them. There's a lot of family members who I do not associate with anymore. And it's not that I have a problem with them, and it's not that I have anything negative to say. It's just that sometimes we go different directions, and the directions that we go does not cause us to align with each other. That doesn't mean that I love them less. That doesn't mean that I love somebody more. That just means that we are operating on 2 different levels in life. You're living your life the way you want to. I'm living my life the way I want to. And sometimes the way that we live lives, it don't meet. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with the disconnecting. A lot of us are so afraid, a lot of us are so afraid to disconnect because we're so used to knowing this person for a long time. I say this in so many different videos that longevity is not the reason for you to stay connected to somebody just because you've known them for a long time. Some of y'all dating individuals, y'all been dating these individuals since grade school, and y'all just feel like, oh, this is the person that I know. This is the person that know me. This is the person that understands me. This is the person that accepts me, and so on and so on. And a lot of the times, you and that individual have been outgrown each other. It's just y'all so comfortable with each other that y'all feel like y'all have to stay connected. But I'm telling you, you don't have to stay connected to anybody just because of the reputation that you had in the beginning. I have disconnected from a lot of people. I love a lot of people. And I wish that a lot of people could have stayed connected with me and I could have stayed connected with a lot of people. But there are some people that just don't work. I finally got to a point in my life where if I'm reaching out to you and I realize that I'm the one that's putting in all the work to reach out to you, there's no need for me to continue reaching out if you're not going to reach out. Yes, we do have busy lives. Yes, we are grown. Yes, we work. Yes, we have different things that we do. But also understand that people make time for who and what they want. So if a person is not making time for you, it's because they don't have time for you. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people just outgrow you. And maybe you've outgrown them. Or maybe you feel like you still love them and you don't know that you've outgrown them yet. And you're trying to stay connected. But there's a lot of people that you do not have to be connected to. Fallback season is definitely dedicated to those that we need to fall back from. Fallback season is something that a lot of us must do in order to proceed with the lifestyle that we want to live. I'm not saying that you have to get ahead of people and toot your nose up and feel like you're better than them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes you got to get ahead of people and realize that you're in a better mindset than they are. And you can't continue to position yourself to lower yourself just to be on their level. A lot of us have dumbed ourselves down to hang with people that we know full well we have outgrown many, many years ago. And when I say dumb ourselves down, that does not mean that we are dumb or the people that we're trying to get on a level with are dumb. That just means that we are doing some dumb things just to try to stay connected to people that we have no business staying connected to. Fallback season is letting you set yourself up for success. A lot of people are not successful in the way they live because they choose to. They choose to not be successful. They choose not to go to work. They choose not to do the things that's going to put them in a better position mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, nor financially. These are choices that they made. And just because they made those choices does not mean you have to choose what they choose. You have to be your own person. You have to set apart your destiny from their destiny. Because at the end of the day, baby, some people are sitting around you waiting and watching to see what you're going to do next. Because they want to either talk you out of it or they want to get a free ride. You cannot get a free ride on my coattail. If you're not putting in the work and I'm putting in all the work, you're not sitting at the dinner table when I set the plates. The only people that's going to sit at my dinner table and eat off of me are the people that help me prepare the meals. The people that help me prep the ingredients. If you didn't help prep the ingredients and you did not help me prepare the meal, then you're not eating at my table. A lot of people are too accustomed thinking that, oh, I've known you for a long time, so that makes me automatically entitled to your blessings. You're not entitled to my blessing just because I've known you longer than I've known this person. This person I've known for 2 weeks. And they came in, they put in more work than you ever put in the 10, 15 years I've known you. And you think just because we have longevity and we've known each other for a long time, that automatically makes you approved to getting what I'm working so hard for. If you're not working hard like I'm working hard, you're not eating at my table. I'm sorry. And I don't care how you feel. Y'all got to stop trying to please people who don't care nothing about you. Fallback season is to set you up for greatness. Fallback season is for you to disconnect with a lot of people who serve no purpose in your life. You got to be okay with being okay with not being okay with people that you are not okay with. I have finally reached this point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not reaching out to nobody else if they're not reaching out to me. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not going to feel bad if I never talk to you again. I'm not going to lose sleep if I never talk to you again. And a lot of us are so afraid to disconnect from people because of longevity. I don't care about that. If we're not on the same level and we're not reaching the same goals and we're not trying to build each other up, then the only thing we can possibly be doing is bringing each other down, tearing each other up, and not in a good way. You got to know that you deserve better in every aspect of your life. From spiritually, from emotionally, from mentally, from physically, from financially, and sexually. Because a lot of us are just sexually shacking up with somebody because it feels good in the moment. But in the long run, we over here wanting a relationship and build a relationship with somebody who doesn't want us but sex. They don't want nothing but a sexual relationship from us, but we want more. You can't pour into people who's not willing to pour into you. And you cannot save everybody. Everybody is not savable. So take your fallback season and realize that you're falling back for a reason. You're not falling back because you think you're better than the next person. You're falling back because you have better things to do. I can't continue to hang around with people who don't want to grow. I can't continue to hang around with people who don't want to elevate. And that goes for each and every one of you. Whoever watches this video, understand that you cannot continue to hang with people who has no position in power, who has no position in growth. If the only thing they want to do is gossip and talk about people, ask yourself, how is that beneficial to me? To sit around on the phone and talk about people who's actually doing something for themselves, but you're so jealous about what they got going on that you want to sit around and gossip and talk about them instead of asking them, hey, I see you doing real good in life. What did you do? How did you get to that next step? What do I got to do to get where you are? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to get on the phone and talk about something, talk about your next move. Talk about your next blessing. Talk about how you're going to be in a better position. That's what we need to focus on. That's what your fallback season should be. Not falling back because you think you're better, but falling back because you got better things to do. You got something to do. And that's what you need to focus on. How can I be a better person? Everybody else is going to go through what they're going to go through, but that's not your problem. Like my shirt say, not my problem. And it just so happened that I just happened to put this shirt on. But all I'm saying is, whatever you got going on that you're not trying to fix and you're not trying to do nothing, that's not my problem. That's your problem. And for people who don't like me, for whatever the case may be, that's not my problem. That's your problem. Because at the end of the day, people are going to dislike you regardless of what you do, regardless of what you bring, regardless of how you move, regardless of how you talk, regardless of how you dress. People are going to dislike you. We was not designed to like each and every person that we come in contact with. But the people that you come in contact with that's beneficial to you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially, and sexually, these are the people that we should want to connect with. Not people that's trying to tear us up or break us down. So again, let your fallback season be falling back for a reason. If you falling back from people, understand that you realize that these people are placeholders in your life. I don't have room for placeholders in my life. I don't know about you, but I don't have room for placeholders in my life, for people who just want to hold a place in my life but don't want to do anything. I'm not doing that this year. 2025, we all know that this is a brand new year for us to separate ourselves from the people we know we need to separate ourselves from. And that's the message. Queen Motivation signing off. Fallback season is the message. And I hope you guys are falling back because you need to, and you know you got better things to do. You're not better than them. You just got better things to do. So continue to fall back and don't feel bad for falling back. Again, it's not your problem to be trying to make people like you. It's not your problem to try to make people understand you. It's not your problem if people don't like you. Everything that you do is for you. You designed for your own greatness. So continue to be great on purpose and don't worry about the other people that don't have your best interests at heart. Y'all be easy.